Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you my recipe for beer battered fish and chips. This is a good one for anyone that's missing their weekend treat takeaway. So we'll get underway. First of all, I have here 100 grams of plain flour. To this, I'm just going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder. Give that a quick mix together. Fridge cold bottle of beer, and it's best to have it fridge cold because you want everything to do with the batter extremely cold. This will help you get a very crispy batter. And you want this to be sort of the consistency of sort of double cream, maybe think pancake batter. And so while that's it, it's as easy as that to make batter. I don't want anything too fancy because the fish I'm using is a very delicate flavour and I don't want it overpowered by anything else. So I'm going to put this into the fridge just until I require it. This is a little beer left over. What I'm going to get on with next is the chips. And for these, I have some Maris Piper potatoes. I think these make the best chips. And I don't peel them. And I'm not going to cut them too thin. I do want them maybe about 1 centimetre wide. And I don't worry too much about size. I do want them generally the same size, but I'm not measuring because any that are slightly smaller will go crunchy, and I love a crunchy, crispy chip. Of course, if you're leaving the skin on, it is important to thoroughly wash your potatoes beforehand. So for the next step, I want to just make sure my potatoes are dry before I cook them. So I just put them into a clean tea towel and I just give them a brief dry. So I want to fill a hot, good heavy based pan about half full with oil. So this might sound a bit crazy, and I didn't really believe this step when I first heard it, but it came from the domestic goddess herself, Nigella Lawson, and that is to start your chips off in cold oil. And you might think this is going to give you maybe a greasy, soggy chip, but in fact it's quite the opposite. It gives you a crisp chip that is crispy on the outside and fluffy in the center. So I'm going to just drop these into the cold oil. And then on with the heat. And whilst my chips cook away here, I'm going to get on with the rest. So while my chips are cooking, I'm going to get on with my pea puree. And this is so good. And I speak as someone who loathes those cans or jars of mushy peas. I think they're horrible. I don't like the consistency, I don't like the taste, I don't like the colour, anything, but these are amazing. Everybody that ever tastes them loves them. So these are very easily prepared. I just want to add some frozen petit pois to a pan. I just press on a clove of garlic just to crush it and easily peel away the skin. And this is a very fat clove of garlic, so 1 clove will be enough. And then I'll just pour some boiling water from a kettle in. And that's that. That's how easy that is. That'll take care of itself. And now guys, we get to the fish part. So I have here just some white fish. You can use any white fish you want, pollock, haddock, cod, you name it, you can use it. So what I do, because at home I don't have a deep fryer, I don't deep fry very often, I just use my saucepan. What I do is each fillet I cut into thirds, so I have large chunks but not so large that when I put the battered fish into my oil that it's going to lower the temperature, because this is what will cause you to have a greasy fish. So this stage isn't anymore, is very simple as well. We already have our batter made. So next I just want to dredge the fish in some flour, and this flour I just want to season really well. We double about. And if you wanted to, I don't like to, because fish is such a delicate flavour anyways, I don't like to mess about and add too much to it. But you could add some spices and that to this if you wanted to add a little more flavour to it. So we'll just dredge our fish in the seasoned flour. Give a little shake, just to let the excess come off. And just repeat this until all your fish is coated in flour. This just helps the batter stick to the fish. And the batter is what, as well as adding flavour and texture to the fish, protects the fish, because fish is a very delicate item, and deep frying certainly isn't a delicate way of cooking. Large spoonful of Greek yogurt. You can use creme fraiche if you prefer. Teaspoon of dried mint. You can use fresh as well. And a scattering of sea salt. And then I just want to give these a quick blitz, a gentle blitz, just until it's a nubbly texture. And that's that. That is my pea puree ready to go. That's my nubbly pea puree. My chips have crisped up, so I can now transfer them to some kitchen paper. I can hear these are going to be crispy. Set them aside for a few moments. Retrieve my batter from the fridge. My oil's hot after my chips have cooked, so I just want to dip a piece at a time into the batter. Give it a wiggle about to remove any excess batter, and then just move it back and forth in the hot oil for a few moments and gently drop it away from you. This just lets the batter set so that it won't stick to the bottom. And because I've cut these into small pieces, I can do 3 at a time in this size pan. And just keep repeating until all your fish is battered. Whilst I'm waiting for my fish to cook, I'll just get my chips ready to go. Some of my pea puree. Love this stuff. I like to use sea salt flakes. And a good dousing of vinegar. Fish is cooked through and is crispy and golden. So I'll just transfer that to some kitchen paper just to remove excess grease. Now I can transfer it to my plate with the waiting chips. Gorgeous. So you can hear how crispy that batter is. See that? We have lovely tender fish. So looking forward to this. So good. It's really hard to beat proper fish and chips. Guys, if you like this recipe, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And thanks for watching.